just like a quick update in what's going on with both the decorating and just trying to get things straightened out here. I still have not been able to get anyone to do the trim for that. I haven't gotten anyone who can do it. I did have someone cut my wood, and they cut trapezoids. It was really weird, or like these weird shaped things, and they weren't square or rectangular to fit the fridge. So I'm trying to see if I have enough supplies left and what can happen and find someone to do it. And then as far as the moving back onto the couch is going, it's not going so great. Basically, what happened is I bought a ton of the shielding fabric. I totally ran up my credit card to do that, and put a curtain up there like I was describing doing, and then having panels down here that I could have open so I could see the TV. And what has happened is these panels have ended up being just more like runners, and they don't close or anything like that. So actually yesterday I took two of the panels and I sewed them together to be one, and you see this is a lot more solid, a lot more effective. Because when I go in there with the meter, it really does not work. It doesn't really do anything like the canopy did. And I've got fabric I had stapled all the way up along there. But as you can see, when you sit down in here, you can see up top, there's like a big inch gap up top. So I'm going to have them redo it. I keep having to have them fill the gaps because there can't be any gaps. And then there's an inch gap in the back there on that fabric. And then I have this wall covered all the way down to like the couch level in fabric. It should work down to the couch level, but it hasn't. And there's still like a gap there that I would have to have another piece of a runner to fill. And obviously I didn't know if I would need to, but I'm going to have to actually cover that wall the same way I covered this wall. And then probably I will experiment, but I will probably have to cover this back wall. Up there in the top of the cupboards, I had shielding fabric put in the top of the cupboards and that ceiling. But I'm going to have the wallpaper removed really quick. I'm going to have to pay a pretty penny and get that removed. And then have that back wall done and that part done and the back of the cupboards done in shielding material. And if that doesn't work, then this back wall, and then I will have to go down at floor level and do that. And so I will go up here and I will show you what is going on. The bathroom is almost done. After like a couple months, finally, I was able to get pieces done, people to do pieces and stuff like that. I just have to have the floorboards scraped so that they're white again. And then a couple of flaws patched and fixed still. This paint, it shows everything. So like anything that has happened, it shows. But it's a really nice dark, like a purple, without looking too blackish looking or too violet. So it's like a really nice royal purple. And then I will take you on up here to kind of show you what's going on. I had this situation with the corners, could catch on the canopy and the stuff falling off. So what he did is he redid the duct tape and the bubble wrap and then staple gunned it, because the duct tape sticks fine to the bubble wrap, but it doesn't stick to the wood. So we staple gunned it to the wood, and then we did the same thing. We duct taped the 2 mylar sheets to the wood and staple gunned them. So they're really solid under here. So they're really solid. It makes a block from the stuff coming up through the floor, the EMFs and the radio frequency stuff that comes up through the floor. Unfortunately, things are a lot worse because there's a lot more of that stuff out. There's a lot more radio frequency stuff out. It's a lot stronger. And I still use a trash bag over the window to block the cold and the light. Basically what I'm doing is I am working on curtains. Those are the curtains. They need to be lined. So I'm working on liners for the curtains. I've got some down there right now that I'm working on. So I'm actually taking the curtains, the finished curtains, and sewing this brocade lining in. Sewing the brocade lining in. And it's like a double lining because it has like either a black or a gray, like cottony kind of. It's like a poly cotton kind of thing, so it won't shrink, sewn in to make blackout curtains and also guard against the cold. And then what I'm going to be doing is tonight I'm going to sew these two together, just like this one. And then what I'll be doing is I'm waiting for more fabric now. I will be getting 2 more of these pieces that are going to be this width, the runner width, and they're going to go at the ends, and then this piece is going to go, so it'll be more gathered, so they'll be able to shut without space, and then the more material that comes will be able to go on the walls and the other places that still need to be covered. And so I'm working on that. I'm working on the curtains, and I have yet to be able to do ties. I do have plenty of stuff to do the ties. So like these gold ties, I can then have them on this window here and the windows up there. So another thing I've been doing is my computer keyboard's under there. There's no place really under here to, like, you know, stick the computer keyboard, or up on the bed to stick the computer keyboard because it's now a couch. And what I did when I first moved in is I used a box that had something in it that I was trying to sell, and I put the keyboard on that. So what I'm doing is repainting like this old Amazon box, and I will basically have it upright like this, and then be able to have the keyboard across it, and then be able to like lay there or sit there and type and have the keyboard right in front of me, away from the computer. So what I've done is I kind of copied some Moroccan art that I've seen pictures of around on the internet, just some stuff, you know, different pieces of furniture. It's like really expensive stuff. It's like $300 to $500 for this furniture that they hand paint. And a lot of them don't even do that good of a job, but I'm trying to, I don't do that good of a job either, but copy some of the designs. So this is like a work in progress that I'm trying to do. And then on the back, that flap will open, and I can store like maybe some clothing items in there or something, so it's not wasted space, and can like hold the computer. So I'm kind of working as we speak on this project, like for maybe a little bit each day. And it's really taking a long time. Every project in here is taking a long time because I don't feel well. It's like having the constant flu. And so, you know, I work on something a little bit and then I stop. Unfortunately, nothing as far as painting these two things and the door, nothing has been done on that. I do have a handyman that will paint the door, but the problem is the temperatures are so low that I can't really leave the door open for a few hours or windows open to air it out so that I don't get sick from the fumes. And up here, that just needs a lot more patching work, and there needs more patching work, and it's just being able to get the work done because everything is going into this because it's kind of an emergency now. And I should have never gotten into the whole thing. I had no idea what I was getting into as far as, you know, messing up the, you know, shielding, and I've been getting sicker because I don't have shielding out here, and I'm sitting out here watching TV, and so it's really kind of been a mess. But I am progressing forward. I did discover that, yes, the clear primer, the clear coat that I'm using to seal the wood doesn't really work. I have to use the white primer because this is like 2 coats of green and it doesn't look the same as that green. So the wood still shows through, but it was a good experiment because here I'm probably going to end up just using the clear coat to keep as many VOCs in the wood as possible and then cover it with fabric. So that's what I'm looking to do. And that's kind of where I'm looking to take it. And so I won't be probably doing anything else there. as far as primer and painting like I would have done. So that's it for the decorating and the projects going on. And if you like, hit like, subscribe, share, and stay tuned for more as more comes along. Have a great day.